Alright, we were just talking about the major scale, C major, which is good old Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It's going to work with the C major chord, which we'll talk more about. Let's make it minor. So we talked about how it's a root, second, third. The difference between major and minor, we're simply going to flat the third, which is super cool. Check it out. So that's the minor sounds. Here's major, here's minor. Talking about scales, we're going to go 3rd fret, a whole step to the 5th fret, to D, and then a half step to D sharp. So the root is the same, the second is the same, the third is flatted. But the 4th is the same as major, which is 8th fret. So we got C, D, D sharp, and F. The G is the same. That's the 5th. So what we have now is a root, second, flatted third, 4th, a 5th. Now we're going to alter the 6th. This was the 6th when it's major. Since it's minor, we flat the 6th, which gives us a G sharp at the 11th fret. So we've got a whole step, a half step, whole step, half step, which is the 11th fret, A sharp. Now we're going to go a whole step. Instead of to the B, we go to the A sharp. So that gets us to the 13th fret because we flat the 7th. And then to the root. So here's the sound of the minor scale. Cool, isn't it? Music theory's fun. It's not that hard, and it sounds super cool. So all we're doing is comparing the major to the minor. Here's the minor again. Well, let's do major again. Now minor. It's just so dreadful sounding, so dramatic, so dark. I'll do a little slower. Root, second, flatted third, 4th, 5th, flatted 6th, flatted 7th, and root. So the intervals of the major scale are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The minor is the same except we flat the 3rd, 6th, and the 7th. And that's all there is to it. It's pretty easy. And they sound drastically different. So like if it's major, you're going to play a C major chord, which sounds like. Or if it's minor, all we're going to do to the chord is flat the 3rd. So the C minor chord. Which we'll get into chords a little bit later. Look, today we're just talking about scales, but we'll see how the chords hook onto these scales. And it sounds really cool. It just fits mathematically perfectly if you want it to. Or you can break the rules of music theory. It's more of a guideline. It's not like it has to follow the rules, but it's a guideline to explain how a lot of things work. Alright, there's your major and minor scales.